decided to record in my hiatus period. You guys are probably seeing this on December 22nd, 21st, one of the two, maybe the 18th, depending on when the hell this is scheduled to be uploaded. Primarily because I just want to make a couple of short videos, and yeah, I got a fidget spinner. Yep, they are relaxing, but I got something to complain about. I got something major to bitch about. Well, major from a collector's standpoint. I'm probably not going to buy any more Blu-ray Steelbooks. And there's a very simple reason for that. Some of them are starting to, most of them are starting to corrode and rust. Even the Avengers one. I've only seen a couple of videos talking about rusting, but look at that. See that right there? Brown stuff. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but there's some brown stuff there. There's a little bit of brown stuff here. And there's some brown stuff on the case, like, there. A little bit here. Not the logo. The actual logo's fine. This might help. Yeah, see? See that brown shit? Hopefully you guys can see that. They're starting to rust a little bit. Yeah, you can really see that there. And this was one of my first Steelbooks, and I love this Steelbook. The thing is, I love this Steelbook. This is probably one of the best looking Steelbooks I've ever owned, you know? It looks beautiful. It's got fantastic inside artwork, you know? And look at that right there, man. Look at that. That's fucking beautiful. You know, and I got this. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck. There's like a little bit of liquid there. And it's like, I do have some derusting stuff. So there are two things I could do. Either stop buying Steelbooks, or if I get Steelbooks, spray them with some anti-rust shit that hopefully won't have any coloring effects, but yeah. Didn't know it was recording. Psycho is the worst. Look at that. Psycho has the worst of the corrosion. Do you see that shit? Do you see this shit? I got this for $30. I got this for $10 to be fair, so it might be a cheaper Steelbook. Is it corroding on the inside also? Oh my god, it is. It's fucking rusting. On the inside and the outside. It's rusting on the inside too. Like, look at that crap. What in the fuck? And that's why they put this shit in plastic, because they know it's going to rust eventually. You'd think, hey, this is a nice collector's set. You'd think, hey, you know, people are going to put this on their shelf. Well, you got to put them in a plastic bag and put them in some shit to make sure they don't wear out and look like crap. So you're telling me in 10 years, this thing's probably going to be a rusty piece of shit that I'm going to have to throw away. Unless I take some measures, like put some vinegar on it or some canola oil or some type of anti-rusting shit. That's fucking crazy. I might as well get the standard Blu-ray release at that point. It's cheaper and it'll last longer. You know? Prime example. I don't have any Steelbook for any video game, right? And every video game still works fine. Every video game is a disc game, and they all work. Every game works. If I put a game in the Wii or the PS3, they would run with no issues whatsoever. Some of those things are from the 90s. Some of those things are from the early 2000s. Some of these DVDs are from the 90s and early 2000s. Some of these discs are like 20 fucking years old, and they work fine. And their cases are in pristine conditions a lot of the time. Worst case scenario, I chuck the old case out and take the insert out and put it in a new DVD case. But this shit, no. It's like, I love Steelbooks. That's the thing that pisses me off. I am a man who loves Steelbooks. Like, even the metal packs are having issues. Do you see that scratch there? That wasn't there when I bought this. And it's like, oh, you just don't take care of your discs. If you watch any of my videos, you know that's not true. Every DVD and Blu-ray and 4K release I own stays in a shelf, and it just stays there. Well, you're in a basement, you're gonna have moisture, but it's like, are you shitting me? So I pay, so say I, buy a brand new sealed steelbook on eBay, okay? Now, as a collector, what do I want to do with that steelbook? I want to put the steelbook in a case that will last a while. So, because I'm thinking, oh, these are collector's editions. These things will last, right? Nope, they won't last. They won't last for 10 years. They won't even last for 5 fucking years. Well, 5 years is a long time. Yeah, maybe for tech. Maybe for technology, yeah. But for a fucking case? Are you mental? Are you fucking mental right now? So you're telling me these things are going to deteriorate, right? Little deteriorations. They're probably going to destroy the whole thing in 10 years. In 10 years, this is probably going to look like shit. Same with this. And that annoys the fuck out of me. Unless I somehow get some anti-rust shit in the next few days. You know, gets to maybe prevent future rusting so it doesn't get worse than it already is. So I can maybe deal with a couple little scratches in the cases, because you know what, fine, whatever. But it's like, are you kidding me? Like, it just pisses me off. And the Dark Knight one is a great example. That one's starting to corrode like crazy, and I didn't even notice until recently. I'm like, oh my god, it's corroding. Let me put these back. You want to know something that's really fucked? I have a lot of steelbooks. Okay, I went through a phase where I collected a bunch of fucking steelbooks. And most of these have just sat on the damn shelf. Look at these. Let's look at some of these. Some of these I bought a year ago. A little over a year ago. And they're fucked. And they're getting kind of fucked. Like, yeah, they're like little imperfections. Like, you see some of that shit? Like little tiny bits of chipping of paint on the side or rusting coming through. Some of these universal ones are like the fucking worst with some of this shit. Like there, right there, that's happening. You don't take care of your steelbooks. It's like, what the fuck do you mean I don't take care of my steelbooks? They sit on the damn shelf. What, do you dust your shelves? No, I'm going to start doing that then. If it means making sure these things last longer, yeah, I'll do that. 300 doesn't look that bad. Oh, Century's got some, I think it's got, right along here. I've only watched 300 one time. It's got little bits of deterioration on the spine. I'm going to put these back on the shelf so they can rust even more. Maybe I'll get bags for them. Maybe... It's like, do you see what's pissing me off right now about this shit? You know, it goes from like a nice hobby. Movie collecting is supposed to be a stressless fucking hobby. You buy a movie, you leave it in its case, whatever. It's not supposed to fucking rust. Let me show you an example of what a DVD case or Blu-ray case should look like. You see anything wrong with this case? Does it look rusting? Does it have corrosion on it? Does it any fucking thing? What about this? Does it have chip paint? Or does it look like it's in fairly mint condition? Given the age and how long I've had this. And that we redecorated and that we demolished like some of that shit. Maybe it was some of the chemicals they used. Damn it. That might have been it. That might have increased the moisture. Fuck. That explains it. No, yeah, that does explain it. It's like, look at this, okay? This will last forever. This will last a long fucking time. Okay? This thing will probably last when I'm fucking 50 or something. Same with this. As long as it doesn't have any fucking disc rot. And even then, unless it's HD DVD, that shit can be replaced. Okay? I could put this in any fucking physical media player or disc player and it'll work. Fine. Like anything region 3 or region 1, okay? It'll work. Fine. This'll work. Fine. And the case will be in goddamn good condition. But the Steelbook? Nope. That shit's gonna rust. Hell, that's happened with some campaign buttons. And it's like, all I do is leave them in a fucking place where they should be safe. I'm thinking about maybe getting like a little sun thing to block the sun from that window. It's like, it's just fucking bullshit. Well, you can buy Steelbooks if you take good care of them. I thought leaving them on the shelf and making sure they're okay would work, but apparently not. And it's like, the Avengers one really is the one that ticks me off. The fact that that one is corroding as bad as it. Sure, it's not that noticeable because of the black colors. If it was a brighter color, like a Psycho one, it would be a lot more fucking noticeable. But I don't know it's there because it's my fucking collection. And it's like, come on. It's fucking bullshit. You know, the digibooks, those last forever. The paper box sets will last a long fucking time. The media within those will last a long fucking time. The cases will last a long time as long as they're in good condition. It's like, what is the point of getting these deluxe? Because this is the thing that pisses me off the most, right? I am a movie collector. As a movie collector, I want to make sure that I have something that looks really good on the shelf. And a Steelbook fits that prerogative. Looking great on the shelf, has a nice solid feel, and it looks nice. It's like too good. It's almost like that's too good to be true. And it is. They're Steelbooks, not stainless steel books. You know, let me show you shit that is stainless steel. That even if it gets a little rust, you can just wipe it off with alcohol and you're fine. You know, I got a shit ton of Swiss Army knives. Let me fucking show you. I use these for opening packages. And some of these I've had for fucking ever. Now, yes, you could say, well, they're kind of pricey, but some of these are kind of the same price as a Steelbook. Look at that blade. Look at that blade, huh? See the blade? Right? You see the blade, guys? What do you see? Do you see any fucking rust? Nope. Be careful so I don't slice my fucking finger a day after my birthday. Okay, what about this? Does this have rust? Does this shit have rust on it? Nope. What about this one? Alright, does it have rust? Does it have rust? Oh, it's got a little sticky shit, but you know what? If I wipe that off with a little alcohol, that'll be fine. Look at that, look at that. Do you see any fucking rust? No! What a surprise. No rust, huh? What about this? Rust? Any rust? Any rust? Any fucking rust? Nope. What about this one? Now, granted, this is a brand new one. Hey, let's be fair. Let's take the tweezers out, huh? They look rusting? Do they look like they're deteriorating? Do they look rusting, huh? Are they rusting? No, they're not rusting. No, this is just a little plastic thing. Right? Are they rusting? No, they're not rusting. They're not fucking rusting. You know why that is? It's because they're stainless fucking steel. Same shit that Steelbooks should be made out of. If you are paying money for these, and sometimes you're paying a little more than the fucking standard Blu-ray. So it's like you're getting ripped off. Well, you get the nice artwork. Okay. But if it's gonna deteriorate, what's the goddamn point? I can just buy a fucking movie in a plastic fucking case, and the worst thing that happens is if I move, it gets fucked up. The insert most likely will still be fine. So I just take the insert out, get a new DVD case. Looks brand new. Steelbook? No. Especially if they're out of fucking print. Like that Avengers one. That's out of print. I came this close to buying another one. This fucking close to buying another one on eBay. For $4 more than I got that one. That was $20. It's almost like I should have kept it in its fucking original case. had I known it was going to do that shit. Why collect if the shit's going to deteriorate? You know, I really had like this kind of vision for the MCU. You know, eventually I would get every Avengers movie in Steelbook. But it's like, if they're all going to deteriorate over time, what's the point in getting the Steelbook? It's like, fuck me. It's ridiculous. It's unfair to a collector. It's like, you might as well not even bother getting the Steelbook. Because they gotta be in 100% super, the best amazing conditions ever to handle it. And it's like, why would you make these things this cheaply? Like, I can get the Steelbooks I have on a couple of these shelves. And it's like, you know what? I could have just bought the regular fucking edition, and it still would have been acceptable. Passable even. You know, it's like, a few years ago, I see people with their Steelbook collections, and I go, wow, I want those. Like, when I was started really getting into movie collecting, the first Steelbook I got, The Dark Knight, right? DVD, I mean. It's like, great. I love how it looks. In a little bit, I didn't notice the deterioration. I was like, oh, it's the same. But then I started to notice deterioration. I saw the second one. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And it's like, when I looked at the second one, it's like, you know that drunk video I did back in July? Well, back then, it was like, oh, the other Steelbooks seem to be okay, but I guess not. Maybe it's also, to be fair, it's been a couple of months, and I guess it's also the fucking humidity. You know, the humidity. The climate's getting warmer, you know, and because of that shit, the shit even inside places where you would think they'd be safe are at risk of fucking up. And it's like, it's so weird, because it's not like these shelves have mold on them. They're in great fucking condition. None of these shelves, it's like, I don't get what the fucking moisture could be. Maybe it's because I'm not a scientist and shit, but it's like, come on, man. All I want is a nice thing to display my movies in. And I guess, you know what? If I want a nice case to display my movies in, just get the standard fucking Blu-ray edition, or get the 3D Blu-ray edition, or get the standard Blu-ray edition. Maybe there's a reason why they put them in plastic cases, because the shit ain't gonna rust and deteriorate. Maybe there's a method to that shit. Wow, you're ranting a lot about Steelbooks. Yeah, because I'm pissed. I'm pissed because I love some of these things. You know, some of these are like prized possessions for me. A great example of prized possessions, you know. Keep showing these out. I keep showing these out, but you can argue, well, they're kind of pointless now because of the Blu-rays, right? And I swapped the case for a 3-disc case because I had a DVD version of The Empire Strikes Back, a different DVD version. But anyway, yeah. Overall, these are like some of my most prized possessions. If I wanted to keep it original, I could just replace it with the other 2-disc case it came with. But it's like, these are like prized possessions. If these were in Steelbook, apparently, they would have rust and corrosion. Well, considering the fact that the Avengers one is only 5 fucking years old, and that's corroding a little bit. Again, it's only a little bit, so maybe there's some time to fix it. Maybe get the rust off. Maybe restore it a little bit. If there's a way to fucking restore it. Hopefully I don't gotta pay someone a shit ton of money to restore it if I have to get it restored. Buy a new one and then I gotta pay a shit ton of money for some fucking Steelbook on eBay and make sure it's fucking brand new. Fuck! It's like, you know, movie collecting should not, you know, it's like collecting movies should not be stressful like this. I should not be worrying, are the cases gonna fucking rust? It's a thought that didn't even cross my mind because it's like, why the fuck would it? You'd think there'd be some good quality control. Like really good quality control, because they're made for collectors, they're going to cost a lot of money, they're going to be limited editions, they're going to be out of print, so you'd think they would be made in the best way possible for movie collectors. But no. It's like, come on, bro. It's like, what gets me is some of the fucking DVDs in those cardboard cases. It's like, they're fucking better than Steelbooks. And it's like, oh my god, what blasphemy? What do you mean they're better than Steelbooks? Because they don't fucking rust. They're reliable. They're durable. They'll stay the same. You know, sure they might get a couple of dings in them, but you know what? That's just time. That's what the passage of time does. It dings shit. The Steelbooks, oh, just rust. Rusting. Like, come on. Maybe what I gotta do is find some anti-rust cream or anti-rust spray and just make sure they're in good condition. But that's like, what's the point then? It's like it ruins the fun of collecting. Collecting's just supposed to be fun and simple. I know I made that point a few fucking times now. But you know what? It's like how I feel. And I know what some of my fellow collector friends are going to be like, oh dear God, are some of mine rusting? Are some of them in shitty conditions? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but probably. More than likely, yes. More than likely, some of them have rust on them. More than likely, some of them are corroding as you're watching this video right now. It's just a slow-ass process that's going to show up in a few fucking years. So, maybe if I'm going to keep it real, if you can't afford the time, the energy, to take care of the Steelbooks in the most perfect way possible, because some of us got lives and some of us can't fucking maintain our collections in the most pristine way, even though we think we're doing it right. All we do is leave the movie in the damn cage, put the movie on the damn shelf, and everything's gonna be A-O fucking K, but apparently that's not how it fucking works. Fucking bullshit. It's just fucking bullshit. You know, it's like you get a nice edition of the movie. You're getting the nice edition of the movie because the movie looks fucking good. It's almost like I'm happy with certain things I didn't get new Steelbooks. Because looking at that Avengers one, it's like, fuck me. That shit's gonna rust. And it's disappointing. It's really disappointing that that's gonna happen. Let me put these back. Let's look at one of my favorite DVDs. Look how nice this is in. Look how great the condition of this is. Right? Okay. That nice, simple. Cover's nice. Discs are fine. You know, it's nice and simple. It's almost like simple is better. You know, it's like, as a collector, you don't want simple. You want things to be more, it's almost like if you have the money to do it, you know. It's almost like when you kind of learn about history, you learn that if you do have money on you, you're going to kind of, have the mentality, or the, I hate to do this, but the bourgeoisie mentality. God, I kind of cringe using that. But it's true. Of, ooh, I want to do this because I want to look at, like, I want to make my collection look kind of like the best of the best in some way. Right? But then you really break it down. You really think about it. And it's like, fuck me. Why would I want to do that if the shit that I bought is going to deteriorate? And it's, like, pointless. The thing that pisses me off is that it's so pointless for me to collect Steelbooks. Are you going to get rid of them? No. I'm going to do what I can to preserve these fuckers. Because I like these things. And if I got to deal with the rust the way it is, fine. I'll deal with how it looks right now and I'll accept it. But I'm going to try to prevent it from getting fucking worse. And I want you all to leave me comments and advice. Maybe by the time this is uploaded, I'll figure out a way to preserve them myself. I just need to get this rant off my chest, because it's like building up in me for like a couple of days and I need an event. Live long and prosper and have a nice day.